Wow! It's 2 minutes to late night!
All right, what's up, Baconators? Welcome to 5 Minutes to Cast Night, the first time we're ever taping it live with cameras. Look at that shit. Before we get started, I have to remind you that we have a Patreon. HonorableSwords.com. Surprise, it's the Patreon website. Look at that shit. We also have merch at TerrioCult.com. Go to Friends of the Cult, boop, shirts. Look at that. So many shirts. Why do they have so many shirts? You're here with the 2 Minutes to Late Night Writers Room.
Hi, I'm Jeremy Hammond, and I met my fiance because of the band Orgy.
What?
Yeah, no, that's true. That's actually
Keep
true.
going.
I don't know how
How?
it never has come up before on the podcast, but I
What?
did meet her because of the band Orgy.
Are you kidding me?
No, absolutely not kidding you. You guys remember a little song called Blue Monday?
Oh, yeah.
By New Order.
Yes. Well, so there was some point in the Brooklyn hipster zeitgeist where it felt as though the New Order version of Blue Monday was quite popular, and I thought it'd be funny on my OkCupid profile to say that my favorite version of that song was the Orgy version. And sure enough, my fiance also is a huge fan of Orgy. And now I'm getting married!
Woo!
Don't clap for that.
You're the first person to get married by edgelording somebody. Trolled into wed. Someone else want to go? Who else wants to make a thing about themselves?
I plan on making Jeremy's wedding entirely about myself. Hi, I'm Katie Rose Leon, and I came in third place at a Super Smash Brothers tournament in Neutral Grounds in 2004.
Woo! Every time Katie does one, I'm like, this is probably real. It could always maybe be real.
I played Purple Peach.
Yeah. I was going to say, that definitely was. Purple Peach. Forever, bitch.
I'm Lucy Steiner, and my toesies are cold.
Woo!
Hey, I'm Lucha Libre El the Beatles.
Oh no!
But I'm not gonna do the voice. Cause it's a sad day and I'm crying under my lucha mask. Cause the Beatles are joking about jerking off. And I've been joking about the Beatles jerking off for at least 2 years.
I can't even look at you with the mustache hairs poking out of the mask.
It's so itchy. They just go right up into my nose. It's really not comfortable.
Yeah. Someone on our YouTube comments asked you specifically to stop making voices, so I would like to ask you to aggressively do some Beatle voices.
Me and John were jerking. The lights were on. No one was home. Act 1.
Sick.
And I'm Arsenio Hall, and I'm pulling a Cesar Romero on this first taping.
I don't know if you guys can really see it down there, but he does have a full mustache poking through his corpse paint.
He also is maybe from Spain.
That's true.
You really should have talked to one of our drag queen friends about gluing that down, but that's okay.
I just found out that you glue down your eyebrows with literally a glue stick. I did not know that that was the thing.
Oh, word?
Oh, word.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I have plenty of those.
As
at my
Beyonce once
mom's
said,
house.
beauty hurts. Pretty
Hell yeah.
hurts? I don't know. I
Something like
took
that.
2 shots with our cameraman before we started, so let's do this.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. This week, we're really doing it. We're doing the real train wreck of a Megadeth album. Oh boy. If you ever wanted to listen to a Bon Jovi record that sounds like the lead vocalist is just like an evil bug from a cartoon, this is the record for you. We are doing Risk by Megadeth. Oh my God. Before we get started, Lucy, how do you think this album happened?
I'm pretty sure this is what happens when a particularly angry Jewish grandmother has some thoughts on communism.
It sounds like what my grandma thinks metal sounds like, and also if she sang all the lyrics. That's crazy.
Seeing as my uncle is in an actual hair metal band, this is what my grandmother thinks metal sounds like.
Oh my god. It's the last album with Marty Friedman.
Yes, it is.
My favorite guitarist of all time was in this band for 10 years, putting up with Dave Mustaine for 10 years.
Oh, God.
And it was an album's quality that made him leave, not just like his quality of life.
I have something to say about that.
Yeah.
Marty loves pop music, though. I think this was his fault.
Maybe.
Yeah.
You know whose fault it actually was?
Who?
Is the reason the album is called Risk is because Lars Ulrich of Metallica
Fucking Lars.
said in an interview, Megadeth is pretty good, but they never take any risks. And Dave Mustaine was so furious that he just made this album and named it this to be like, fuck you. I'll fucking take a risk and we're gonna make it. And it ruined the band and they've never been...
Does that mean that he identifies with the little mouse on the album cover? He's like, that's
God.
me.
Yeah, he took the fucking bait.
Do you?
I'm that brave
Also,
little
wait
mouse.
a minute. Which album cover?
Oh yeah, there's two.
There
of them.
are two,
Yeah.
maybe three of this fucking thing.
Hey guys, do you think after Lars did that interview, Dave Mustaine booted up his AOL instant messenger, and went and typed in, "Hey Lars, what do you mean I don't take any risks?"
Oh God, thank you, Katie.
I know. I'm
Thank
an
you
angel.
so much.
Comedic genius. Book Katie.
Can we talk about this album cover? Because I
Which
did not realize.
one?
I just
Which one?
Well, both of them.
Okay.
Because we'll get to the one that looks like a Christopher Nolan directed remake of Tom and Jerry in a second.
Mouse Hunt. Right? It's hard to talk with this mask on. This was a terrible idea.
I bet.
Too bad.
I'm
Can
committed.
someone,
Too bad. I
You're in a
am
mask
committed.
trap. Damn it.
Tim Allen. Imagine if every time you moved your jaw, you also moved your eyebrows in a way that they weren't made to move. I feel bad for wrestlers.
Someone should put you through a table so you can take that off.
Ooh. Anybody got a table?
Where's this Spanish announcer's booth?
Table.
Sorry.
Pour one out for the.
Sorry, so we were talking about the album cover.
Album cover. The first one where it's the little mousetrap bait thing. I thought that was just like a razor blade or like a dog tag when I first glanced over it. I was like, oh, it's a dog tag, like a dead soldier. Oh, boy.
Yeah, that sounds like Dave Mustaine.
Yeah, I was like, he would fucking be into some sad military shit. He was already a Republican in 1999.
Yeah.
It adds up.
Before it was cool.
Yeah. When I found out it was a mousetrap, I was like, what is this? Did my dad design this album cover? My dad would be like, Jord, it's one of the most inhumane deaths is the death of a mouse.
It's especially inhumane because it's not a human, it's a mouse.
I'm interested to hear. Oh God.
Oh boy.
Take the mask off.
Smoking!
Second, all right, Tom and Jerry album cover.
Yeah, with the Sphinx cat on it.
I can't believe it's a Sphinx cat. I don't think of like dangerous thing when I see a Sphinx cat. I think of my ex-girlfriends.
Those women are terrifying.
I didn't know there were
date
two
Sphinx cats. They just had them.
I didn't know there were two album covers.
Oh yeah.
I've only seen the one with the little mouse.
Where did you listen to it on? Because I was trying to find... So there's an original and then there's the reissue, and I could only find the reissue.
Yeah,
Did you listen to that?
The one that they chose very generously to remaster for us.
Yeah. Did you
Thank
read,
you.
though, that
Yeah.
they made changes and, like, one of the songs was missing a full 50 seconds? Which is...
Thank God.
What is it? I want to know what they took out.
I want to know how
I
nobody...
did. I listened to it. They took out just like a bunch of sitar or something. It was just like a 50-second sitar intro
Wait, but how did nobody notice that 50 seconds of a song was just not there?
I think they did notice.
They were
I
like,
think it was
you know
purposeful.
what? That's probably way too long for white people to be having a sitar intro.
Well, they remastered their worst album. No one was like waiting outside the Tower Records in 2004 to pick it up. I think.
Maybe. I don't know.
I could be wrong. I'm
I don't
dumb
know.
enough to wear
'Cause
this mask.
I looked a lot of this up on YouTube. I was looking for like the music videos from it, and like a lot of people say this is their favorite Megadeth album.
Okay, that's just not. Get out of here. Shut up.
I'm not kidding.
honestly-
I believe you.
I'm as mad as you are. I saw it. I'm
I can
reporting
see
the
it.
facts. I'm a journalist.
I read that the I'm sorry, what record company put this out?
Capitol.
Capitol. They remastered all of the albums Megadeth did on their label, so it was just like swept up in that. It wasn't like that they thought it was worth it. It's just they were doing the whole catalog.
Oh, it's kind of like when
procedural rematch.
No, it's just like when like last year Alkaline Trio did that tour where they were playing 2 albums back to back and they did a good one and then an awful one. So because no one was gonna come to any of their late 2000s albums.
If we're
I can't wait to see This Addiction front to back. God damn.
She lied to the FBI.
Good for her.
Yeah, that's what you should do to
So
the
did our
FBI.
last guest, Jake Flores.
Why? Okay.
I gotta say, I like it better than Super Collider.
This is what I meant.
That's the biggest question. Did you like it more than Super Collider?
100%.
Yes,
And
yes,
I really
yes.
wanted to ask Lucy a question because we went on a real psychological deep dive on Dave Mustaine during the Poopa Collider episode. And I know that you felt for him emotionally, like out of concern. I'm wondering, like, listening to this album from 1999 versus Pooper Collider, which was like 2000, what? Like 13? No. 3.
No, way later. Way more embarrassingly later. It was like 2015.
Right. I'm just like wondering, like, in your opinion, like, what do you think has changed for Mr. Mustaine between those times? What your concerns are? What brought him from wanting to sound like Bon Jovi to whatever the fuck that was?
You know, I'm glad you asked because I've been thinking about Dave a lot lately. and I think that in this phase of his life, if I had to guess, I think that he's like more like trying to find himself, and he's like, I'm going to try a bunch of different things, and they're all going to be bad, but I'm going to try, you know? And it's like, and certain parts of it, like, reminded me of, like, the Spin Doctors weirdly. Like, I was like,
Yes.
Yes.
like, it was just this kind of, like...
2 libertarian princes who adore you.
Can I touch on 2 things real
Yeah.
quick? One, Dave Mustaine is 40 when this album comes out.
What? How old is he now?
What?
I mean,
You do the-
1999 to now, so what is he, 60?
Holy shit.
Yeah.
How does he still have his hair?
And then number 2 is in defense of your idea of him trying to find himself, I looked up some of the music videos from this album, and there's this weird constant between all of them where Dave Mustaine is all of a sudden trying to be like a hot fuckable lead singer,
Yes.
and it is so weird.
I have-
It's so weird.
Too weird.
I have a-
You can't be intentionally sexy and sound like all of the Muppets at once.
Yeah, he sounds
You
like...
have to accidentally be sexy like Tom Waits, where it's just like, yeah, I happen to sound like the drunk one. What are you going to do?
Oh, you can't be sexy.
I sound like Dr. Teeth, but some reason you want to kiss me. There's nothing I can do about it.
Oh, you can't be sexy and sound like the Muppets? I refer you to Gary Johnson.
Throwback Thursday.
Oh, boy.
Oh, you're speaking
Can I-
to my heart.
Can I make a counterpoint?
Sure.
I like Super Collider better. I like Super Collider better, and I'm
I'm with you.
gonna tell you why.
Oh, okay.
I am not a smart man. Lyrics? I don't know what that is. They might as well be speaking Chinese. I don't care what they're saying. I want to hear it. And in the Super Collider, you do the classic, what do you mean I talk like this? But the vocals on this entire album are, hey, Marty, I turned myself into Dave Mustaine. I'm Dave Mustaine, pickle my Mustaine, bitch. It's terrible.
I will say that this album's actually listenable, and as we've established, I like butt rock, so you know what? It's fine. It's fine, everybody. It just doesn't sound like a Megadeth album.
I am accurately placed on the stage because I actually don't know which album I prefer. I wanted to agree with Drew, but then I remembered the weird Peace Cell song. I was like, oh no.
It's you're like in a situation where you have to choose which son lives, but both sons shit on the carpet too much.
Well, I have a thing because this album, when we got to the one that comes after the weird child the doctor is gone. What the fuck? That song is the funniest thing I've ever heard.
Where he says "daddy" a whole lot.
Time to go to the doctor, Daddy.
It was super.
I actually read a lot about this album because when I was listening through it, the fucking what go crush 'em or whatever, crush 'em.
Oh my god!
So that triggered me because I'm like, why do I know this song? And I'm gonna tell you,
shout at the devil.
That, but it's because as we all know, because we're all such big wrestling fans, Goldberg got very injured back in the 90s, and then he made his triumphant return at WCW Nitro 99, in which he came out to crush him while Dave Mustaine and Megadeth played live, and the fucking WCW girls danced all over him.
Oh, fucking of course Dave Mustaine is a Goldberg fan.
Oh, no, what?
Goldberg
is a Jew.
Goldberg is a Megadeth fan. He asked for it.
Dave Mustaine would never have
This
given
all
a song
tracks so much.
What do you mean there's a Jewish Hulk?
Can I say something about the vocals on this album
Yes.
that may be controversial? It sounds like James Hetfield almost all the time.
Especially near the end.
There's so many times where I just straight up look. I went to the Wikipedia page at least 4 times today just to make certain that James Hetfield has no guest appearances on this album. It sounds just fucking like him.
Okay. No, what? Do they? Anybody in the audience think that this sounds like James Hetfield?
This is madness. I am not. Okay.
Okay.
Wait. We have a so-so.
Jeremy, I will say there's a couple tracks near the end where I definitely got a Hetfield vibe, but for most of it,
Second song.
Singing pattern, yes. But
He's
that
doing
just-
yeah. He does those.
So did Ray Charles.
I am not crazy.
You are. Yes, you are.
You're wearing a tinfoil
your
hat
whole-
underneath your emo night hat.
But that is, you brought up Hetfield, and I agree. I was thinking the entire record, I was like, this sounds like Hetfield should be singing it, and then I realized that's because this is Megadeth's version of the Black Album. The problem is also this is 10 years after the Black Album. Why the fuck did they think that this was going to be the radio hit?
I know, right?
Fucking everyone. When there's all the bands with white people with dreads and big shorts, why did they think this was going to be a banger?
It charted okay. 2 of the singles got in the top 10.
Well, because they weren't going for nu metal. That was the thing, is you're thinking this came out around nu metal. Nu metal was still stewing. They were going for alternative rock. They thought this was going to be...
But it doesn't... You think this doesn't sound like...
No, but they did.
Shit?
No, it sounds like arena rock from the 80s.
Not only... Wait,
Which,
can we talk...
by the way, he was trying to do that. He really wanted the NHL to use some tracks from this. So Dave Mustaine went to the Coyotes in fucking Arizona. He's like, hey, you want to use my track for your team? And they're like, no. And then so he went to the NHL, and they're like, yeah, I guess we'll buy this. But I don't... So they just, had it, but he really, he's, a huge hockey fan, apparently, and he really wanted them to use songs off of this specific album for hockey psych-up tracks.
Yeah, but...
That seems to be the tragedy of Dave Mustaine. Is that, he wants his music... I feel like when I've listened to him through this adventure that we've all had together, it seems like he wants his music to be ominous and, almost dystopian, but it just ends up being kind of funny and fun.
It's hilarious.
But he can't accept it. It's just even at the doctor's office song in this album, the doctor is calling. He wants it to be some spooky doctor, and it just ends up being the doctor is calling you. You want to come to the doctor?
Wait,
It literally is Mike Myers in an SNL sketch.
It literally,
on lead vocals.
It sounds like my family at Passover. I'm like, what, you get a septum problem? You get that fixed? The doctor.
Talking about the time period that this came out in, I had an alternate theory, which syncs up with the theory that clearly nobody is with me on. But, hear me out. He's singing like James Hetfield.
Yeah.
These songs are their Black Album attempt. What else is happening in 1999? Metallica, nowhere to be found.
Yep.
This is the time period between Reload, Saint Anger. What's happening here is this is Dave Mustaine's final fucking try at it. This is his last try to fucking kill Metallica like he's always wanted to do.
I mean,
Maybe.
it's not out of the question.
I think that's what this is.
It's just, I was listening to this the entire time, and it's a shame because I like the mute. There are a lot of spots in this music where I'm like, he's just so not a bad musician that it's a shame. Because there are some beautiful fucking guitar melodies. He's obviously, he writes his vocals really well melody-wise to what riffs he's writing.
Yeah.
Like, there's some riffs on there that I was like, this is fucking sick. Like, the first track, Insomnia, the bridge, where it's just a fucking ascending, descending riff. It sounds incredible. It sounds fucking awesome. But then he sings over it like he thinks he's a
And we're back to the same Megadeth problem.
with the same, it's that he sings. He's like, no, wait, it'll sound like a beautiful woman. Also what came out in 1999 is he did a fucking album where he had guest musicians.
He's like Bugs Bunny in the trash.
That's exactly what he is. There was a song, there was an album they put out where they invited people to come do covers of their songs with them, and they did, the ballad was A Tout Le Monde, which is actually a really good Megadeth trying to be a little serious. It's a pretty good song. It's, because he's not what's, like, fantastic about it. Like, he takes a back seat to how beautiful the song is, and the cover it said guest vocalist was the singer of Lacuna Coil, who is a weird new metal band, but their singer has a beautiful voice. I was like, this will probably be pretty cool. He sings most of it. And just she's sort of in the background. I'm like, he can't fucking accept that he is his own problem. He can't accept that he's his own worst enemy ever. There's lyrics in the Doctor Calling song, like, he didn't know what he was doing wrong. There's like a bunch of like lyrics where I was like, that is about you, fella.
Can
you
I just
are unknowingly writing about your own problem.
Can I come back to Lucy's point for a second, which is that Dave Mustaine has this problem of writing these like really epic, like intense, like dark songs, but then they just come out goofy. And Tout Le Monde is exactly that, where like it is a more serious song, and he is trying to be like a more serious, like refined man. But hearing him speak French is the funniest thing.
It's so funny.
It's so fucking funny.
Oh yeah,
What do you mean, omelette du fromage?
Oh my God, he does.
This is the United States of France, isn't it?
Do you remember the Dexter's Laboratory movie?
That's the only reason I knew that.
Oh, the live action Christopher Nolan one.
What?
No, I don't.
It's more of a dark take.
That's the one we're living in. But no, there's a movie where like Dexter goes to the future and finds all these different versions of himself. Dave Mustaine is the one he didn't get. That is definitely a future universe.
That's why he talks so weird.
Yeah.
I think
That's
I'm starting.
exactly why he talks so weird.
I'm starting to understand. We feel like Dave Mustaine has failed us, but really, we failed Dave Mustaine.
We really did.
No, I am curious though, because when we did Super Collider, like you guys were talking about how he had like become a sad alcoholic man, and I was like, and I was curious, like, that this happened at this point. He was already the sad alcoholic.
He's been it the whole time.
Oh my God!
He's been a sad alcoholic since he was 17 years old. He was a sad alcoholic, and he got fired as a teenager. That's insane. From his band. That he wrote everything for.
It's almost like if you make more than 6 figures a year, you'll never grow as a human being because you don't have to.
Right?
Isn't he sober now?
No, he made a beer last year. Drew and I went to that event.
Yeah, you could look up
and
the
he
YouTube.
gave everybody beer that tasted like fucking silver dollars.
That's right. Yeah, I remember
and
that.
And then we watched him play 7 songs, and we goddamn ruined it.
Yeah, you guys
We
were the
ruined
light
the
booth.
only small Megadeth show that'll ever happen in America.
But so then, how annoying is it that he's still a born-again Christian then?
Yeah, like why
He
would
took
you?
like the worst part of AA and he's like just kept on it for so long.
Oh, what? The thing that promises you forgiveness no matter what? I wonder why he kept that. I don't know.
Anyway, happy Yom Kippur, everybody. It starts tonight.
Hey.
I hope you all
Oh my
atoning.
God.
Who's atoning? Hey, who's it swiping and atoning out here?
But I think we actually, I think I brought this up at the beginning of the episode, but I think we can officially say that Lars Ulrich is the reason that both Metallica and Megadeth have failed. But inadvertently, just because I don't think Lars Ulrich is malicious at all. I just think he is just, of all of these stupid men, just clearly the stupidest.
Yeah.
Every time a
Yet
bad
the most
decision happens, he was like,
powerful.
yeah, I don't know. I thought it was a great idea. People just don't understand it, you know?
Is he from New Orleans?
Crazy. Yeah, he talks like Tim Armstrong, but he's Danish. It's great. It's fucking crazy. I don't know. I think Megadeth should take more risks. Oh, you mean the band that's barely scathing by with their weird vocalist?
Dave Mustaine, you should eat more etouffee. I've made you some crayfish, Dave Mustaine.
You know, I think the band that's only popular because of riffs should probably play less riffs. That's all I'm saying. I don't know. I think maybe it's a good idea.
That's the thing. I was very surprised to hear you say that you liked a lot of the riffs on this because I felt like listening through this, there were no riffs on this album.
I mean,
Some.
for what they're doing, it's like, okay, each one of these is just like supposed to be a metal ballad. If you put like a different vocalist, like I could see a world where maybe I'm into a little bit of these songs. And also, if you didn't write lyrics this hilarious, because I'm with Drew. I don't fucking listen to lyrics. My favorite band, I don't know what they're saying. My favorite band sounds like Steely Dan, but then there's a guy going just like, bird, over it.
As a resident dumb person, I know there is some funny stuff in the song Breadline. Would someone smarter than me like to explain why Breadline is funny?
Oh my God.
Oh man.
It's so I feel like Lucy's really equipped to tear this one apart, but like from what I understand, this is like once again Megadeth's Bon Jovi album. So he's like, okay, so what do people that like this kind of stuff like? We need to talk about struggling, but for love.
I'm a bread boy.
Johnny used to play with the bread.
He's dancing in the bread line.
Yeah.
He's dancing in the bread line because he's innocent and he doesn't know the horrors of the communist world yet.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
He doesn't know how to just like make something a little bit tangible, because like even in the song like Prince of Darkness, when he's just listing things that are bad,
Yeah.
it's just like, I'm cancer in your bones, and also I broke up with your girlfriend, and also I'm that mean kid in school. But also I'm that time you fell out of a chair and you hurt your butt.
I kept waiting for it to be like the end of that type of poem where he's like, know who I am? I'm James Hetfield.
That is where I thought it was gonna go, but I've never been just taken on a roller coaster like that through any poem where it's just a fucking high of just going like, I'm when you get the worst flavored jelly bean, but also I'm when your dad dies. Like, what the fuck? Why?
I definitely wrote something like that in my live journal in like 2004.
For sure, yeah.
But did you also, when he said, like, I am cancer, did you think, yeah, that's what cancer sounds like? Like, yeah.
Say goodbye to your hair.
What do you mean you're going in for chemo?
I'm also the chemo.
Also, I looked up the lyrics to Breadline, and they make absolutely
No
no
sense.
sense.
No
There's
sense.
nothing to even
I didn't get it at all.
analyze.
Yeah.
The only thing that's even remotely a thing is him saying dancing at a breadline, and then the rest of it is just him being like, he's got nothing, you know? No smoke.
Isn't dancing in
no
a bread
fun.
line a lyric in the Good Times theme song?
Yes.
Do you think that it was a communist thing and it wasn't like...
Dancing in the bread line. Every night I've been dancing.
Oh my God.
There might be a world, though, where he was, like, writing, like, a Disney movie. Like, they were, like, in little small France, and they're waiting for bread, and they love each other.
Like it's Beauty and the Beast, but instead of just like household equipment, it's
Marie, the baguettes! You know, like something like that.
Anyone else notice that there's 2 tracks on here? One that is a direct ripoff of Cult of Personality, and the other one that's a ripoff of what
Shout
the
at
fuck?
the devil.
Yeah,
Oh, and then another one that's a rip-off.
with a
How'd they get
Oh, the
away
Kiss
Dead or
song,
Alive.
the I Was Made for Loving You.
Yeah, it was just
Yeah. Oh my God. Wait. I forgot my favorite part of the album, which is just on a few songs, Dave Ellefson, who has never fucked up on a Megadeth record. He's one of the best bassists of all time. But on this one, he was like, everybody's doing country, but I'm thinking ska. It goes. He's in the Aquabats for no reason sometimes.
It was the 90s. Things were crazy.
It's just a bullshit-ass Tim Armstrong bass line. Or not Tim, Matt, whatever.
Yeah.
That dude.
Matt Freeman. Yeah,
You know the one.
The one in Rancid who knows what an
The
instrument
wolf
is.
one.
Speaking of that accent I was doing for Lars, what the fuck is Tim Armstrong's accent? He's
Hair.
from fucking San Diego.
Yeah.
He talks like he's drunk in New Orleans.
He talks like he's from Liverpool, but also half of his tongue has been removed.
I'm in the Beatles, man.
Have you seen what Tim Armstrong looks like lately? He got like a head tattoo maybe like 10 or 15 years ago of like a spider web when he was going bald.
Yeah.
But then like the sun has hit it and it's broken up and now it just looks like he's wearing a yarmulke all the time.
Have you guys seen that motorcycle that's in front of the knitting factory that is literally just the cover of Spider-Man 3?
Yeah.
That is every time I work in Williamsburg, I have to walk down that street all of the time on Metropolitan, and there is a fucking motorcycle that is just half good Tobey Maguire Spider-Man and half bad Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. And every time I'm like, that looks like Tim Armstrong's head.
I think the real question is, have you at home seen the motorcycle in front of the knitting factory? Comment below.
I hate.
That was very
fun.
One last thing. Have you ever seen the documentaries that Tim Armstrong narrated?
Oh.
He made like a couple of like
Hurricane
Vice
Katrina?
documentaries. There's one about like New York hardcore. There's one about like two-tone ska.
Great.
And it's the funniest fucking thing. And it never gets old.
Do you know what
think like 2 minutes and you'd be like, all right, I've had enough of Tim Armstrong narrating documentary. You have not.
You know what the best part is? Those are the good takes.
Yeah,
Those
right.
are the usable takes.
Those are the best takes they got out of him. Or just him being like, New York City, 1980.
Oh, it's sad when your tongue goes after all that heroin, you know?
He's
You
got
cover it with
He's
a
just an old
beard.
man with a receding tongue line. As he gets older, it just gets further back in his mouth.
Oh, wait.
Another thing I just remembered is the song Wanderlust.
Yeah.
And just like the weird lyrical nonsense that is somebody saying, I've got wanderlust. I lust to wander.
Yeah, I swiped right on that girl on Tinder last
Yeah.
month.
That's the 8th deadly sin, by the way.
That's why the other song called Wanderlust that I like is by Every Time I Die because they don't ever fucking say it in the song.
That's a word you just
Ever.
cannot say out loud.
Could you imagine having wanderlust when you spent 30 years of your life just going anywhere in the world and playing music to people who love you and being like, boy, I wish I was somewhere else.
Yeah,
That's just him saying he wants to be an astronaut. That's a socially acceptable word
Good.
for an
Go
adult
fucking
to
play
say
on the
that.
moon, Dave Mustaine. We'll all
Dave
see you there.
Mustaine.
Yeah,
Go
that's
top-
not.
go
Maybe
top-
Elon Musk will shoot Dave Mustaine into space. That'd be cool.
Oh.
Do you know who Dave Mustaine needs to be friends with? Spider Zombie.
Spider-Man 2.
Yeah, that song is crazy because like it's about wanderlust, but like the first verse is about him like killing his enemies. And it's like, what does that have to do with backpacking through Europe or whatever the fuck you want to do? Yeah.
All right, should we do favorite songs? Let's do favorite songs.
Okie dokie.
God damn
Who wants to go
it.
first?
Yeah, sorry.
Fuck. Start on that end.
Yeah.
I'm
What do you
pulling-
got,
I'm
Rey
pulling it up
Mysterio?
I don't fucking know the names of any of these songs. My favorite song was all of the stupid 40-second interstitials leading up to the songs. Because if you put them together, it might be like a 1920s radio play about the Shadow or some bullshit.
What happened? What was his deal with? He did so many songs where he's just like the ghost of himself.
Yeah.
He's just saying the same thing over and over again, but it is mix. It's at the top of the mix, so it doesn't sound mysterious at all. It just sounds like a nightmare. It sounds like you're having an acid trip where you're getting yelled at by somebody who's worse than yourself.
I mean, yeah, that's what happens when your mom breaks in.
Yes.
All right, fine,
Favorite song,
losers.
Lucy?
I think it was Crush 'Em, the one where they were like bum 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 bum, and it's like somebody cool is about to come in.
Yeah, that's when Goldberg's running it.
Yeah.
Who's not very cool, but
You like
it's
Goldberg? Oh my God, that's what we're doing for the next episode. We're gonna make Lucy listen to a playlist of wrestling entrance music.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
I-
We're
Yeah.
gonna your favorite.
I have never been more prepared for anything in my entire life.
My favorite genre.
Lucy's gonna show up at your apartment and just clothesline you.
Hell yeah.
Honestly, a dream. I've been tweeting at wrestlers to get someone to come choke slam me and put me out of my misery for months.
We're going to Fest. It's gonna happen.
Yeah. I actually like Breadline because it did just sound like a straight up Bon Jovi song. And there's another song on here that I can't remember the name that sounds like In Living Color, and I very much like that band. So I was like, oh, I went and listened to that afterwards, and it was much more enjoyable. So thanks, Dave.
Okay, gang.
No.
I'm going to be utilizing
Oh, no.
a bit of legal trickery here. When this album was released, they released a series of singles from it. There's 4 singles that they put out, and each of them got their own EP release, the B-sides of which were other Megadeth songs that were entitled No Risk.
What?
That's actually true. This is totally true. 100% true. They put out A-side Risk, B-side No Risk, and the No Risk was a song from Megadeth that you already liked. So my number 1 song from Risk, Press Cycle, is Holy War's The Punishment Due. Thank you.
Fuck off.
Boo.
No.
Boo.
Vito, you don't get to do that. You don't get to do that.
Cheater.
Pick a song.
Nope. No. Holy War's Punishment Due.
Guess what? Jeremy's favorite song is I'll Be There.
By Michael Jackson?
No, the one by Dave Mustaine. So you know it's a giant lie.
Oh, his weird-ass metal
I'll be
cover of
there.
the Friends theme song.
Yes, it was literally the Friends theme song, but if it was
Oh, no one
yelling at
told you life was gonna be this way.
Your job's a joke. You're broke, and I don't like you anyway.
I very much like what's going on here.
Yeah.
You'll be there for me, right?
Now it just sounds like an angry OK Cupid message.
That's this entire band.
Yeah.
That's what the Wikipedia is. My favorite song is The Doctor Is Calling because that is, I was taken on a journey.
True.
It was the funniest. It was I think probably their biggest stretch and their biggest success and failure at the same time. I was in CVS, had a great time. Maybe it was just because I was in a CVS that I loved it.
What do you think it's like to be Dave Mustaine's doctor? Because there's no way that you tell that guy something and he listens.
Oh,
You're
God.
like, Dave, you should probably lay off of all the meat. What do you mean I have high cholesterol?
Oh,
I'm a mammal, aren't I?
True. What do you think it was like when he turned 50 and he had to get his first prostate exam? What do you mean you gotta stick a finger in my ass?
What is this, the bread line?
I love that Dave Mustaine's comment about this album is that he was like, if any other person put their name on this album, it would have been a hit. He was also like, if this was my solo record, it would have been a hit. I'm like, fucking
what?
Megadeth is your solo record, you son of a bitch.
There is-
What are you talking about?
There is absolutely no world in which Megadeth's name has less value than Dave Mustaine. What?
I know. That is his reasoning for it. He's like, it's just because Megadeth is so established in society that this drastic change just turned people off. They couldn't accept the brilliance of this music. And it's no. So here's the thing. That person, I still like some of their music. Who's the worst person you like who makes music you like?
Ooh.
I gotta do a deep dive on that.
Even the audience, raise your hand if you have somebody. Mike, come here.
Mike, get up here.
Come up on stage.
Mike Abrusci, everybody.
You know him from Poser Cops.
From Poser Cops, Mike Abrusci.
Hey, so who's the worst person that I like that makes music I like?
Yes.
It's Morrissey, obviously. Yeah. But it's
Good choice.
undeniable.
I'm never going to let you live down that you said you like Morrissey.
I don't know. Only his
It's
politics.
on record. It's on
The music
record.
is whatever, but I love his stance on the Chinese.
Oh my God.
You remember that time he said that it was more racist to not be a vegetarian than to actually just be a racist?
Yeah. He has a lot of stances.
Cool guy.
He has a lot of stances I fully support.
Do you like Solo Morrissey or the Smiths more? Is what sways your
I like the
decision?
Smiths more. But Solo Morrissey is where you're like, oh, you've lost it, and we still gotta listen to you because you got that fucking haircut.
Yeah. God bless him and his hairline.
Yeah.
Forever I'll be like, you're a son of a bitch, but yeah.
Yeah.
It still looks like the cover of Meet the Deedles. It's great. Mike Abrusci, everybody.
Hey.
Hell yeah. Anybody else?
Any music made by a man really is
Yeah.
just like on the list. Like it's only a matter of time.
Mark Hoppus. I will not take that back.
Yeah. It's only a matter of time. We did the math on Rock Show. It's there. Me and Jeremy literally made a formula. It's like that meme of the woman with the shapes in front of her face. They were like, it doesn't add up. He had to be at least 30 when he wrote that song.
We're gonna end the podcast.
Forever.
Hold on. No. We were requested to follow up our Lulu album review with Lucy Steiner doing her version of what that record sounds like. Everybody, please give us 1 minute to set up Lucy.
I call this song the Bilderberg Gate. And I'm happy to play it all for you right now. I want to cut my clit off when I see Yakov Smirnoff and Soviet Union clit cuts you. And my dick and balls are sulking, but I hear Macaulay Culkin rapping at my chamber door. And the guy from the Toxic Avenger. And the guy from the Toxic Avenger. The man has my soul in a hole, but the hole is the goal. It's the goal for the trolls. inside my small town boy. It gives me pause when I see the shark from Jaws. It gives me pause when I see that shark on Mars. Your little baby boy, teeth and hair and nails, all balled up in my uterus. Just like Ulysses, doing a jukebox twist. The Oregon Trail is no longer for sale. The Oregon Trail is no longer for sale. The Oregon Trail is no longer for sale. Small town boy.
Lucy Steiner, everybody. Oh my.
Steinbeck, 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 Steinbeck.
You guys.
Please, Lucy, follow up that motherfucking opus with the metal mansplain.
Okay, hey, metal fans!
Hey, Lucy!
I have a question. If you could keep one hell beast as a pet, what would it be and why?
Hashtag Metal Mansplain.
Hashtag
Hit us
metal
up.
mansplain. Plugs, everybody.
Wow.
Oh.
Okay, find me on Twitter at Jeremy Thunder. Check out Ballin' Out Super. We analyze Dragon Ball from a leftist perspective.
Yeah, exactly what you wanted.
Oh, just what I've always wanted.
Joke's on you. Everyone that likes Dragon Ball is right.
Yes.
Oh, you can follow me on Twitter at Katie Rose, on Instagram at Oh Hello Katie Rose, and that's where the stuff is. Send me money at Venmo at Team KRL. That's TEAM KRL. I bought a sandwich with the money someone sent me last podcast. Thank you very much.
You can follow me at The Steinbag, and you can see me on Witch Hunt at New York Comedy Club on October 4th.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah!
Hey folks, do you have wanderlust? Check out hostelworld.com and you could be staying in a yurt anywhere in the fucking world. Also, you can follow me on everything at diet_Hellboy. Also, I just made a great music video for the wonderful Mrs. Smith.
It is amazing.
It was really cool.
It's really sick. Check
is
it
a crazy
out.
cat lady. She shreds Van Halen guitar. I had the privilege of directing it. Google Mrs. Smith guitar. There's only one.
Yeah, I'm also going to plug that fucking sick Mrs. Smith video. It's unbelievable how gorgeous it is. It is unbelievable how instrumentally insane it is.
Yeah, it's
It
so
is
fucking
super
good.
fucking creative. Well done. Well done, Drew.
Yay, Drew. Yay, Drew.
In less enthusiastic plugs, you can follow my dog on Instagram at Great Hambino. That's great as in not what this episode was. Ham as in what I can't eat because I'm not eating meat. And bean as in what a bean is. Also follow me at Mr. Jordan Olds on Twitter. Who is that? Who would that be? Fuck that. It doesn't matter.
Can I just say that I'm really glad that we're finally putting out a videotaped live episode so that people can see that these are real laughs. This is how we really act.
We're
Yeah.
just jackasses.
Yeah, that is been my crusade. We're friends that like each other and not fake laughs. No one's paying me for them.
What do you mean this is actual friendship? All right, good night, everybody.
Good night.